Hey all and sundry, welcome lower back to the Current Graph Market channel. You guys are reading the Identify. We're going to be speaking about XRP. We got a few breaking news. At the same time, we're going to talk about what's genuinely happening. So if you revel in these updates, ruin that like button as it does go in extended manner. But now permits get right into it. So if we are searching at the market. As we've discussed closing night going into Tuesday morning, we were seeing a little bit of retracement across the board, and that has been gambling out. Still, you are still seeing the marketplace seeing a little bit of a consolidation over the past few hours. If you're looking at XRP alternatively of path, it's also down right now, but holding quite sturdy against a broader marketplace as its simplest down approximately 1.2% proper now. Price is thinking about at 53.24 cents, down 1.1% as stated in USD. But we are up about 0.3% in Bitcoin comparative. The marketplace cap is above $30 billion again, and the 24-hour buying and selling quantity is back above $1 billion to be actual 1.1 billion. But before we get into it, as continually, just a quick disclaimer, whatever on this channel is an economic recommendation. Always do your own due diligence and research while you are investing in crypto. So breaking news, Canary Capital files for spot. XRP ETF, this statement is popping out simply during the last 1 hour, even less than an hour, and I assume as we begin seeing this information spreading around, perhaps, XRP could begin seeing some fee motion. Of path, you already know that appeal has set itself back a bit, but perhaps this may ignite a touch bit more. You realize self-belief, but in phrases of the panorama switch, you understand if you follow the channel on an ordinary daily foundation. You can simply see regulation is coming in the direction of crypto in a totally very speedy way. But yeah, you already know, if you look at this, you could see Canary Capital has officially filed an S1 with the SEC authorities for an XRP ETF. Canary's new crypto funding organization released with the aid of Valerie Fonseca and Stephen McClurg. We are seeing encouraging symptoms of greater progressively regulatory surroundings coupled with growing call from traders for classy get entry to cryptocurrencies beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum. Mainly investors seeking get right of entry to company-grade blockchain solutions and their local tokens consisting of XRP. A spokesperson from Canary tells. And this is, what we've been discussing from the beginning proper. Of course, The groundbreaking element was that you understand, you do see the likes of the big boys Ethereum and Bitcoin get that ETF that became lengthy awaited, and we ultimately noticed that happening. But recall, I've been emphasizing this so much in case you follow the channel on a normal basis. I've said, do you suspect these buyers are most effective going to be okay with these ETFs? They want greater exposure in this rising space. They want to appear more belongings that they are able to access, and does no longer come as a marvel that we're seeing the XRP ETF filing over again. Obviously, if this had been to be authorized, I assume you realize XRP, doubtlessly should start seeing some crazy price action. Off path, the lawsuit component still is something that a number of traders are you realize, iffy approximately. And this is, you realize, completely okay, because you realize the lawsuit is type of irritating, sort of deters traders to appear in some other place. And you already know this is something we have been discussing from the beginning. But you understand what you are looking at Ripple doing over the direction of the final 12 months, the tendencies that had been popping out. And specifically now that stablecoin, the RLUSD, is near, I assume that can definitely have a wonderful impact on the complete atmosphere. But allow me to realize down under what you guys consider this and what are your projections. Did SEC send out an attraction on purpose? Because of direction, there may be a variety of questions being requested to the SEC. And speaking about the SEC, you can see Crypto.com documents a lawsuit to defend the destiny of crypto in the US. Very, very exciting. And some people from the XRP network would possibly see this as a completely very bullish aspect, that you're seeing the likes of these big centralized exchanges going after the SEC due to the fact we know SEC has been coming closer to a variety of crypto tasks. But allow me to realize in the remarks down below what you guys assume. And in case you're looking at the price of XRP right now, it's been appearing pretty well. I guess the trial L later. I do not want this proper now. Anyhow, you may want to see in a recent press junket Ripple partner, Qatar National Bank, referred to as out-Ripple use for gross border treatments as part of their award triumphing method. Amazing, that is high quality. And you may see, you recognize JXR Peter's response, this technology has so much potential. That's why I don't recognize why the SEC is combating so hard. Maybe they see a bigger trouble. There is that. You realize maybe there's a massive hazard to the contemporary device and that they do not need that taking place. So again, you recognize, obviously we recognize centralization is wherein you understand other entities have managed, and this is where decentralization comes and modifications to sport. So you realize very, very thrilling matters. And of course, shout out to our friend Smoke for posting this. Juniper Research additionally ranked Ripple because the pinnacle CBDC era provider among a discipline of 15, which included remarkable names like R3, Stellar, and MasterCard. And Ripple equals #1 for CBDCs and cross-border bills. And we know, like past due closing year, or even last year, 2023, since 2023, we have been hearing about CBDCs launching and the likes of the large boys now coming in, consisting of BlackRock speaking about tokenization. And talking about tokenization, I've been quite clean approximately my non-public opinion. There's no higher platform, in my opinion, than the XRP ledger to launch those tokenized property. If you think there may be a better one, let me recognize in the feedback down beneath, because I would like to sort of have a contrast among the two. Very, very big stuff coming out. Do permit me understand inside the feedback what you men think about this filing of the ETF. Do you observe this is going to have an effective impact on the fee? Specifically speaking, approximately the charge right now, in case you're searching at Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin is sitting at $62,433. So we certainly did awaken to $63, 200 only a few hours ago, but by no means managed to, you recognize, get our wake returned above 64K realm. A very, very critical level, as we understand, of XRP has visible a bit of an uptick, which is very exciting to peer. You realize quite a few human beings you already know, constantly awareness on, you already know XRP, appeal that we've heard from the SEC, but you can't be forgetting the other matters which can be going on. You realize we are honestly seeing, worldwide land shift, an international shift that's going on, and you recognize we're seeing blockchain technology being spoken about extra than ever. Mana up to the likes of 58 cents key resistance, even though this appeal has taken location. In my opinion, I've said this before, I suppose if it's able to do this, that could be a massive assertion that could display that maybe traders are deterring far away from the SEC lawsuit, announcing that higher, you realize what? There's other things that are going on which can be quite bullish, as opposed to looking at this lawsuit that has been absolute BS at this point in terms of being dragged for this lengthy. It's why I assume it's, you realize, BS due to the truth that it's been dragged for this sort of long term. And SEC's principal attention is that you realize they don't need buyers, you realize being impacted, and they need the investor's hobby. But what about this? You recognize human beings that were maintaining onto the native token, and of root, people do their due diligence. People have digital belongings in their portfolio. And simply based off of the XRP native token, you realize it dropped simply primarily based off in their announcement about 23.7%. And of course, humans can come out and make the assertion that that is a virtual asset. That's completely true in digital belongings, volatile, of direction. And the ones are a few precise statements to be making. But you understand there may be plenty of other matters that simply don't add up. But allow me realize within the comments down underneath what you guys consider this declaration. And do you believe you studied that is going to have a fantastic effect on the price of XRP, and what excites you the most about XRP? Love every and everyone and all you guys. We'll see you tomorrow in Currying Rough Market, and peace out.